I'm laying in bed, and I am in full body pain. Hi. I want to know if other people have the similar problems than me. I'm probably going to erase this. It's, what is it? 3:52 a.m. Eastern time. Tennessee Jed, what are you all doing up? Philip Blair, oh my God, people are up. Okay. All right. You tell me. Yeah, Shade Dragon, it's a fucking club that I hate. And why are my comments not coming up? I have no comments coming up on the fucking thing here. Oh, it's like it doesn't matter, but I can't then put a comment up. So why aren't the comments coming up through the goddamn son of a bitch thing? Probably because I feel like shit. And it's showing me I'm really live out there, but my software isn't showing me as live. It says I have nobody here, and it's stopped. But I'm not stopped. Am I stopped? Hi, everyone that's up. Okay, so I don't get why I cannot see. You're all here, okay? But I can't see why this stupid ass thing is not giving me comments. So I'm not even going to be able to talk about your comments if you have any, or unless I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It doesn't matter. So let's read what you say. I was just watching a phenomenal young woman who reminds me of you in the biker chick picture, Catherine Bogan. Okay. Maybe everybody's asleep. No. It's not. I can't see any of these things. Can you see? Let me see if this is working. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna, yeah, you can see this. Why can't I see comments? Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, all right. So I'm going to talk to you about what's going on with me because I know I'm live. I just can't see you on my software. Then that's pissing me off because I won't be able to easy on the language. Kids like to come around. Okay. So it started on Saturday night. And I slept at my kids. And I woke up at 3 a.m. and I got to turn on the fan in here. So hot. Okay, started. And I'm not going to whine. I'm going to tell you something that's going on with me, though. This is the kind of pain that's going on with me that people go out and buy heroin for and shoot it. Okay? That's how bad this is. My entire body. Did you see the picture I had? I don't know if you saw the picture I had. No, I can't believe that the video is not coming up. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to know if there's other people like me. I mean, everything is killing me. So it started. It might be nerve pain, but I have doctors, I have medicine, but nothing is touching. I have herniated discs in my neck, even after surgery, and 3 back surgeries. And, I'm tired. I can't do anything. All I want to do is work outside, And I feel like, wow. I do. I feel like I'm whining. Okay, where's that picture? All right, let's put that picture up. There it is. Let's put the picture up. Okay, so I literally, and I have no idea why this is not showing up in my screen. It's all right. So literally, this is me. It is everywhere. Okay. So tell me about you guys. And I can't put your thing up. So we're going to have to talk about it. I'll talk about it with you. I want to know that I'm not alone. I want to know that I am laying in bed just listening to my body scream at me. And I know that I'm not alone. Your dad gets severe pain. It's not just back pain, Philip. It's everywhere. And it started last November. That's really when this started to be. I mean, I've been in pain for 20 plus years. And well, they started by the back surgery, when you're working. It's not just getting older, T-Bone. It sucks when you're getting older and falling apart, but I don't know because hi, honey bunny. I don't know if I'm still feverish. Oh, yeah, I just took my temperature. No, it was 98.9. Now, for me, 97.7 is normal. But anyway, listen, I know that I'm not alone. That's why I just got out of bed and said, this. I'm going to talk and see who's out there and who might want to talk to me about their own pain, because I'm laying in bed just dreaming. I was dreaming about videos I've made, and I couldn't deal with it. I really couldn't deal with it. And I'm sitting there going in my closet and looking for this is definitely not staying up, guys. Looking for a stash of medicine for just when this happens. Of course it's old, but it seems to be helping a little bit. So, Philip, your herniated disc, called that with your dad. And I have it all, sciatic nerve, but you can't do anything. Let me show you a picture of my latest little trying to do something outside. Okay, here. I'm going to move this. I just wish I knew why I couldn't see you guys. It's so stupid. All right, this is a little rock garden, and I'm trying to build this. Okay, so those are stone crops, and all I did, and I mean, I didn't do much, right? But I cleaned this up because I'm putting hens and chicks in there, and they're permanent. So hens and chicks, that's enough. I don't know if that was enough to kill me or what, right? But I've not been good since 2001. All right, Shade Dragon. Traumatic injury to the back of the neck a few years back. My whole left side is weird on good days. On fire. Yeah, on fire. The rest, what I call hair spiders, wet axis, and jellyback, are very confusing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I could cry because I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. But most of this started when that asshole got elected in November, the really bad part. But it correlated with I had a stupid infusion for osteopenia, and maybe that did it. Who knows? My doctors, it's no. Add a weed? No, it doesn't help. Weed does not help this. Weed makes me think about it more. I don't know if anybody else is like me. I need goddamn morphine. Okay? This is how fucked I am. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I need something so strong. And they're not going to give you anything because in this country right now, there's an opiate. They tell people with chronic pain like me that you're a drug seeker or you're not that bad. Trump gave me nerve damage, that illiterate, pernicious man, baby. I'm so glad I did this. Oh, I really am glad I did this. Let's find a sound effect for him. Yeah, that's what happened. Look how many people are with me. All the Europeans, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning there, or almost 10 o'clock in the morning. 5 ibuprofen. And that destroys your liver. See, I think about all of this stuff. Styx Dragon Sharon. Gosh, I wish the video would work and I could put up your comments. I'm really not happy about this. It's so stupid. It always works till I really want it to. Okay, sarcoidosis. My immune system has begun attacking my nerves. It feels like my skin is on fire. Shade Dragon keeps me sane. Nothing helps me, and I'm allergic to opiates. Oh my God. I want to cry for you because I know that you know what this is like. This is like, who wants to live like this? I've got a garden, and I'm whining, but I don't feel sorry for myself. That's the thing. I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't feel like a victim. It's just my lot in life, like all of you that are saying, I need what? Cyclos? Shade Dragon, you're in Alaska? No shit. So is Jim Massa. I'm so glad I did this. Maybe I will sleep, but I know, right? Don't cry, my eyes will get puffy. Then those will hurt too. Oh my God. I'm so happy I did this. I can't believe there's 16 of you with me. Where could I do that around where I live in the middle of nowhere? I mean, it is pitch black. You don't see a thing out there. It is dark. Sometimes when I go downstairs and I know I've left something in my vehicle and I have to go out in the dark and run across to where my vehicle is, I always think, okay, what's going to come out and bother me? But actually, what's going to come out? The bears aren't coming out at night. And there's really nothing. I'm not scared of living here. I love being in the middle of the nowhere. But the problem with being in the middle of nowhere is that, if you really need help, it's not the easiest thing. Remember I've been sick, how many times now? You all must be getting sick of me getting sick. I had to go to the hospital in the ambulance because I had, what was that infection in my stomach? Oh, for God's sakes. What was it? It was bad. And then I had to have stomach surgery. Maybe I'm still getting better from that, but whatever. Shade Dragon, Sticks and I are both in Alaska. I love it. The sun set like an hour and a half ago. Oh, I love it. I wish, that's my bucket list. I wanted to go visit Jim so much up there in Fairbanks. That is my bucket list. I can't even, and here's another whine that I know a lot of you understand. I can't even go anywhere. I can't leave the house until the 21st because that's when my stupid Social Security check comes, the 21st. And I'm already in my overdraft of $500, but I have to, and the kid that's coming to help today, he will take a post-dated check. Thankfully, I found a wonderful kid. I don't even know if I have a picture of my garden, but you guys are helping me, and I hope, I like to help you also, and I really don't like to do this. I was laying in bed, and, okay, Sticks Dragon. Sharon, Fairbanks too red for my brown butt. Well, I live in a red area too, and Jim's out and kind of in the boonies. He built his thing. Hi to Big Cat. You're a member of the channel, so you're one of those that helps me every month pay for this shit so I can still do it. East Coast US here. Can't decide if it's too late or too early. I'm feeling better already. My gosh, I'm so glad I did this. But I'm not happy. Okay, everybody talks about these different things. Now, Sam Mitchell, who broke his pelvis, fell off a roof, he's telling me, DMSO, 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 get that. Well, I go to pain management, so first of all, even though if something's over the counter, I can't take anything. I can't piss dirty because of my medicine, which doesn't work. I mean, I've been on the same stupid 3 pills a day for 20 years. I've never gone up. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an opiate addict. I have no problems, but it doesn't work right now. It's just not working. And I don't know if, DMSO, Jed, that's what you have to look it up, but I can't, I don't think I can take it. Okay, Shade Dragon, gabapentin for nerves. My rheumatologist has given it to me. And gabapentin, the last time I took gabapentin, I got fat. And I'm not. Okay, maybe I'm vain, but I'm not taking gabapentin. She says take it before sleep. Okay. I'm not taking it, though. I had brain fog. I gained weight. I'm not taking anything that's going to make me fat or help me along the way. I already have enough of those problems. problems. What are you saying? Gabapentin is body anxiety. It's weak. Yeah, but it gives you brain fog. I'm not taking that 3 times a day. I mean, see, I'm being stubborn, right? Because people tell me, okay, you should do something. You should do something. But what am I supposed to do? And then prednisone. You can't take prednisone because that will wreck your kidneys, right? So drugs, no drugs. Okay. Anybody can say no drugs. It's easy. When you feel like this, nothing helps, and I certainly don't do anything that, yeah, but T-bone, after a while, the meds stop working. That's the downside of it. I don't have that problem. My medication works for me. It's not during whatever I'm going through now, though. Okay. Oh, that's right. I had peritonitis. See, I can't even remember what I had. But, meditation. Okay, Philip, I love you guys. You know how I am, right? You think I could meditate for 5 minutes? I have tried meditating since I was a kid. What really does for me, and maybe for you, but when I make videos and I'm in here, which actually I cannot even sit, in the room without a back brace and neck brace when I'm working. But when I make videos or music videos, it's almost like meditating. It is, because I get so into what I'm doing, I forget what life is for a while, because I'm trying to do something and creative and art, art. Getting old is easy. Hi, Groot. Oh my God. I'm going to cry. No, I'm not, because who said my eyes will hurt? Anyway, so there's that DSMO, which I'm not going to do, although Sam says, oh, it'll save you. It'll change your life. But I don't know. They give it to cats for interstitial infections in their bladder. Cats, And my friend Susan, who's an RN, said years ago they used to use that. And I don't know it, And it's, I don't know. I also said Kratom makes me yak. Well, I've been told about that stuff also. Aw, Philip, I love the videos you've been making lately, blown away by the high production. I try. Yeah, I try. Fuck that. Oops. I was asked not to say the word F because kids might be around. Cyclobenzaprine? What the heck is that? I'm sure I was prescribed that in my life, at one time. I will tell you the absolute, no, they won't give me muscle relaxers, because do you understand how the country is now? You go to the hospital. I had the stomach surgery and I brought my own medicine because all they'll give you is some crap tramadol, something that doesn't work. And it's ridiculous because they're all afraid, oh my God, if we give somebody something that actually gets rid of their pain, they're going to become a drug addict. Well, goddamn, I'm over 60. If I haven't become a drug addict and I had a really good career while on my pain medicine for over 22 years, I guess I'm not a drug addict. Because even the medical cannabis, ice packs, yes. I was so sick when I came home from my daughter's, which I really had a nice time. She lives across from a cemetery. So I woke up after I felt like you couldn't touch me, but it didn't occur to me that I had a fever. So we went out Sunday. We walked 3.5 miles in the cemetery, which was cool. I don't know if I have any pictures to show. I like showing, I like doing all this crap, pictures and creativity and all that. So we went to, I'm going to see if I have any pictures. Oh, here's my favorite. All right, I'm going to open this one. This was my favorite because she is a photographer and she caught this guy in mid-jump. Look how cute that is. And so living across from a cemetery is really cool. And it's 260 acres. It's called Forest Lawn in Buffalo. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Okay. Yes, T-Bone. How much Tylenol 3? That does nothing. See, that's another thing. I don't want Tylenol. Tylenol is terrible on your liver. It all is. But the medicine they give me has Tylenol in it, and that's why I'm very, I'm always, I am the most goddamn neurotic person about everything that I take or anything that happens to me, my body, because I don't want to ruin my liver. I have 6 cats. I got to have somebody take care of them, and that's me. Like all of you. T-Bone, neither do I. Ugh. And then when I think about, I wish I had a muscle relaxer. No, I wish I had a shot of dope. But I've never done that either. It just doesn't it sound cool to say it? Oh yeah, man, I need a shot of dope. I am a dope. Pain relief. Decipher, you take lithium, you're cursed. Well, that's a different thing. Yeah, but I hope that it helps even you out. We all have a lot of problems. I don't take any antidepressants because, you know what? Quite frankly, I'm not depressed. And you can't tell anybody if you're ever depressed anyway, because you can't have that on your medical record. Never tell anybody you're depressed because it follows you everywhere and then you can't get medicine. But what is cyclobenzaprine? All right, let me look it up. Maybe I can look it up. I'll look it up real quick while you're with me. My gosh, I didn't think anybody was going to come with me. Okay, C-H-Y. How do you spell it? Cyclobenzaprine. I can't even think about this. C-Y. C-Y. C. L-O-B. Okay, here we go. Cyclobenzaprine. It's a muscle relaxant prescribed to relieve muscle spasms and pain associated with acute musculoskeletal conditions. It's often used alongside rest and physical therapy. Okay, there's another thing. I need an MRI for my neck and my back, right? But now the bullshit on Medicare is you have to go to physical therapy. Okay. So that is a big drive because everywhere I live, it's a big drive for me and it's a copay. So I don't want to go. I'm beyond it. I do my own physical therapy here. You see my place. I work it, but I can't work it right now. All right, we're going to look up Kratom. Maybe I can put it in the screen so you could see it. Kratom. Is that legal? I mean, that would probably show up. All right, Kratom. Drug fact sheet. Oh God, from the DEA. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can get up the screen share and we can look at this. Okay, what is Kratom? All right, let me shut that. Can you see it? What is Kratom? Kratom. All right, let me see. Kratom is a tropical tree native to Southeast Asia. Consumption of its leaves produces both stimulant effects, which, how well do you know me, in low doses, and sedative effects in high doses, and can lead to psychotic symptoms. No, thank you. I don't want to be psychotic. And psychological and physiological. But this is the that's the DEA, the DEA. So, forget them. Right? Yak, yak, yak. It saved your husband, honey bunny. Well, maybe next time I go see my pain guy at the end of the month, which I do, I will talk. It's a fact sheet. Yeah, it was a stupid fact sheet from the DEA, which has changed. Now, here, I want to tell you a funny story. So back in the day, I don't know if you can hear me, but back in the day, I started another channel. I've started other channels 10 times. They never went anywhere. I called it Chronic Pain is Real. And I have the videos. I think they're still up on, I think I changed the channel. It's called Wait, What? About this Wait, What? politics, but I don't use it. It's only got 201 people. So I read articles about how chronic pain patients we are discriminated against, and they'll call you a drug seeker if you ask for something to help you with pain, which is what I was telling you. I had, I've had terrible pain. They'll look at you like this, and nobody cares unless they have felt it. Nobody cares. Boy, this really pisses me off that I can't see you guys. I'm gonna write to the company. No. I'm so glad I did this, but I'm going to make it private. I'm not leaving this up. So I don't know if Kratom pops hot on opiate. I take a pee test every month, and I don't do anything wrong. I am so good. It's disgusting. But I'm older, so I don't know if they're thinking that I'm going to be running out, going downtown and buy some dope and shoot it or anything like that, because it's not. But when I had that peritonitis and I had the surgery after to clean up stuff, oh my God, what was it they gave me? It started with a K, and it wasn't Kratom. It was so awful. How dare you not let me read comments while I'm talking about drugs at 3 a.m.? Right? I couldn't believe that I got 22 people here with me. But you know what? I guess 22 of you understand what I'm talking about. And it's not drugs. A sternly worded letter. God damn, I want to put your stuff up here. I'm so mad that I can't put your stuff up here. Oh, this stinks. I don't understand, because I didn't schedule it. I just said go live. I did this in 3 minutes. Turn on the lights, go live. All right. Are you allowed to use? Yes. My doctor, I have a medical card, and I can buy as much. They will sell you as much shit as you want. Okay, for me, problem. Munchies. Okay. Then I get high, and I think about how much I hurt even more. So, God damn it. I had a doctor that we waited and waited for weed to get legal. My old primary, she was so cool. And we waited forever. And then she left when it got legal. But I got a card. I grow the shit. I can make my own tinctures and all. I'm good at all that, but you can't do it in Tennessee, huh? Because you live in a shit-ass red state with the worst politicians on the planet. But I love Tennessee. I have ridden my Harley down to Nashville and had a great time. I've been there a few times. My ex-husband and I went to the Nashville. We were in Lynchburg. We went to Jack Daniels. We did a lot of riding around there. And that's probably where some of my back problems started, riding an old shovelhead, because the old shovelheads had really terrible shocks. I was constantly adjusting those goddamn shocks. Then I got the Fat Boy, which was like, oh my gosh, it was a 2001. But back then, that bike was beautiful. It was my third one. My first one was a Super Glide also. It was a Super Glide. Second one was a Super Glide. And every single motorcycle I had, I customized. I spent a fortune on them, and I loved riding. But guess what? I've blocked most of those people because they've become complete big douchebags. They're Trump humpers, a lot of them. And when I see a biker ride their bike with a Trump flag on it, it immediately says, clueless moron asshole. And I never thought that I would live to the day when I would see bikers. And I rode with the big boys. I rode with clubs because I was married to a clubber. But I was dating club guys. I never dated outside of the bike arena. Until now, actually, and I'm kind of seeing someone. I'm not telling anybody. It's just a friendship, though. But it's a nice person, and he came over to help me the other day, and I was like, yeah, this is good. And he's not that far. And I said, well, it's been 4 years since my husband moved out this week. And not that it's not really bothering me. It's just sad when you're this age and you have to kick a narcissist out who cost me everything and my retirement, and I have no money. That's funny too, because I was kind of whining on Facebook. Now I keep Facebook because my 91-year-old mom is on it, right? So I had I said something, I said something. And it's like, oh, you're still on Facebook? Yeah, my 91-year-old mother uses it. I don't even know where I was going. Yeah, it's nice to have a sweetheart. It's not a sweetheart. That's the whole thing about being this age and everything hurts. I mean, how are you having a sweetheart? I'm in the throes of drunker and decipher. Soon I jump on the trampoline. Oh, I used to love trampolines. Philip, I would date a biker guy as long as he drives and he has less AUDHD or ADHD than me. I'm afraid I'd crash. You know what? I rode for 26. I was 26 when I got my first bike, and I rode for 35 years till I sold it to fix my leaking basement, which everybody that follows this channel knows that whole saga. When I had the leaky basement, I had to. Hi, whatever. Join the talk. We're talking about chronic pain, and I'm just blabbing because I was laying in bed hurting. Just laying there thinking, and don't think that I'm going to do anything like this, but I was thinking that everything hurt so bad that this is why people say sayonara. They can't take it because nobody wants to give you anything good because they think you're going to get addicted. So they'd rather have you suffer because of Carmody and PROP, which is Physicians for Physicians for Responsible Opioid Prescribing. And basically they are another stupid, corrupt bunch of assholes who made this organization that the government was following and using their guidelines because Carmody owns rehabs. I'm dry. So that's what they were doing. PROP. The minute you say you have pain, okay, they're going to try to shuffle you into a rehab like this Carmody guy. I have these. Yeah. Svarog 63. Maybe am I doing that right? So okay. Maybe watching the worst of Trump's statements might help. It will make you enraged, but paradoxically, that feeling might dull the physical pain at least somewhat, at least for a moment. Well, when I do those videos, sometimes it is cathartic. But I mean, we are living through something I never thought I'd see. I just can't, can I ascribe the pain to the orange turd? I don't know. How can I do that? By the way, this was going to be my show. Can we refuse the fascist America, or has that ship already sailed? I was going to do that Tuesday. But I didn't. Nadia, thank you. Okay, wait. I can't even say it. Christian sadists want to put everyone through the agony in the Garden of Gethsemane because suffering brings people closer to Christ. I don't care about being closer to Christ. I want to be closer to sleep. In their world, colonizing vision, right? Hence Mother Teresa's antics in the missionary position. I am not happy. Thank you, Nadia, because everything helps me. And I'm not one of those that through my show, I watch a lot of YouTube shows and I see what people do. And, I have merch, and it's shitty merch because for 6 months already, I've known that I had to redo the logo because I actually got one of the cups and it's too small. Although it's a really cute cup, but it's too small. It's not like the ones I used to get made. and they were nice, but I shipped them out myself, and that was a lot of work. Yeah. Whatever. Blame the orange turd for everything bad. I'm telling you. Well, really, when you think about it, the only people that are actually doing getting are the Mar-a-Lago bunch, right? Oh, honey bunny, I love you too. I love shitty merch. I live for this stuff. Well, buy a cup. Actually, I really want to work on that. I have to work on it because it's our logo is really nice, and it's really stupid that it came out so small, and I think like a spatial orientation problem with measuring it. And of course I could ask Matt to fix it for me. I really hate asking anybody for anything. That's why I don't do that on YouTube shows. I don't sit there and go, okay, well, I mean, like, subscribe, you can give us this. I have a Venmo, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I know the Facebook story I wanted to tell you guys. So there's a woman that follows on Facebook. She follows all the people. It's like a group of women we've been following each other for years. We're all doomers. And she's like, well, and I was whining about something on Facebook. She goes, I thought you had a great retirement. Yeah, okay. In 10 years, I spent all of it over the fact that the ex-husband didn't work consistently, got in a motorcycle accident because he was a speeder on the bike I bought him, and basically spent all my money. And maybe I thought I would never live long enough to use it. I don't know, but and I don't bitch because most of everything, like I said, I make pays for this channel, which is getting even more expensive. How to deal with chronic pain, a Jean Bram 4/7/2014. That might help. Okay, I'll read it. I'll you know what? In fact, I'll take a screenshot since nothing seems to want to work right at 4:29 in the morning. And the kid that helps me, that I'm writing the post-dated check, he's coming at 10 a.m. But we're almost done with the front garden. I'm putting landscaping cloth down. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. If I put the landscaping, he did such a beautiful job on the garden. I don't even know where the picture is for me to help me. And I'm paying him, but he's doing a great job. I'm using the landscaping cloth because last year the weeds were just insane. And I just don't want to do that, Look, I had a problem just cleaning rocks. And that's like pathetic. Do you think I'm whining or am I just talking? Because I really don't want to be I don't want to be, if you remember Saturday Night Live, I don't want to be Wendy Weiner. Okay, I'm going to show you what he did so far. And this makes me happy because once I get this done, he fixes this, I can plant everything. Although I'm very late at planting all my stuff. Oh, I don't even have the irrigation done, but look how beautiful that is. I couldn't afford raised beds, and I told you all how my Amish neighbor that was going to build them, he's gone. It even looks better than this. And everything over here will be cleaned up tomorrow. Have to fix the fence. Somehow that fence got broken. I don't know how it got broken. I don't know what kind of animal broke it because all I did was leave all the stuffed cover crops in there. But anyway, it'll look nice. It will look nice. See, that's the thing. We all do things, right? All of us. Groove Dragon, Philip, Sticks, Honey Bunny. I want to say all your names, even though I don't have you. Nadia. Nadia, I love you so much. Shade Dragon, Groove Dragon, T-Bone, Cypher, I hope I'm saying it right, Decipher, whatever, all of you, Jed, all of you, we all, obviously, the title of this attracted you, but we all have things we do. And I have had a garden at this place for 10 years, and it's been beautiful some years, but I also landscaped the whole thing. And this year, at least I trimmed my hydrangeas, and I only mow, which I haven't. It's no mow May, but it's the grass is like this now. Remember, I have like 5.5 acres, so it looks pretty bad. But I don't want to stop doing the things that I love to do. I love it because first of all, I'm a kind of remember I did the show Lefty Prepper. Well, I grow stuff and I can it and I have it all winter. In fact, my girlfriend Debbie, who is a master gardener, she grows enough asparagus for both of us. So she's coming over Saturday. This is my life. She's coming over Saturday and we're going to can asparagus because I set up an outdoor on my side deck, an outdoor canning station because I got an electric stove because I am all electric. And I had to because the old propane one was original to the house and you could smell it. I think we were killing ourselves between mouse shit up wherever I couldn't get the mice and propane because propane gets delivered here and it's very expensive. That's why I heat with wood. Debbie's husband, I have already because I have wonderful friends. So the thought about saying, "Oh my God, my life is so terrible," I can't do that because it's not. It's not. But this, it's not. But for this, Max is 79 years old, and you've seen the videos. I've made them about them, the wonderful people in life. I've already got 5 cords of firewood in my firewood thing, hut thing that they built me. I mean, I'm grateful because I have beautiful people around me. And now I have this new guy who I've never wanted to go out with anybody in 4 years that I split with my husband. But I don't even know if we call it going out. What do you call it when you're old? You know, hang out. He cooked me dinner for my birthday, which was really nice. I cooked him dinner. And this was really funny. I cooked him dinner here, you know, and I made the table nice and I used it. Well, he brought over edibles. And stupid me overate an edible. I was so high. I got sick. I got so high. So we ate, but it was like, okay, I kind of ruined it by getting too high. And it wasn't like the kind of high where where you're tripping, tripping high that I remember from high school. No, it's not that. I have another picture. I got all kinds of shit. I love to share shit about life because when I share, it makes people think. And I do have a really cool story. I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk about this other story. I might as well because I'm starting to feel better just talking. All right, first one I'm going to put up is this. Little Miss pretends she doesn't have a chronic illness, does too much, and then can't move for 2 days. I took that off my friends. But that's exactly me. It wasn't up until like 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to age myself now, okay? And let me look at what you guys are saying. Hi, Matt. Stay green. Is it courting, Shade Dragon? Hanging out? I don't know what you call it when you're in your 60s. Well, he's 71. Oh, but it doesn't matter because this guy is a doer. I mean, he's got property like I do. He just planted some big trees. He just made a huge rock garden. He got all of the rocks out of his creek by himself and made the garden, and it's actually really nice. And he's just starting to plant it. He has a big old barn. I mean, he's somebody that knows how to fix shit, which is definitely a plus for me because I am a dyslexic fixer. He put in switches. I didn't have lights in my bathroom for 2 months because I just used a solar light that I turned on and off because the switches were arcing and you could smell them in the wall. Well, I bought them. I researched what I needed. They were single pole. 2 switches, single pole, and they have little lights on them. He put them in for me. That was nice. See, those are the kinds of things that make life worth living when somebody does. And then I try to, okay, so because he's helping me, I gave him my, I don't know how old it is, 5-year-old Weber grill. It's a gas grill. I never use it because I don't cook that kind of food. So he took it home and he cleaned it up, and it looks great at his place. And so it's a, I help you, you help me thing, which was really nice. And he put together a couple of things I had in my that I needed help with in the basement. So that's a really nice thing when people do stuff like that. Okay, let's get to the story. Matt, do you still see moths? I live rural and sadly now I'm missing the monarch butterflies too. Used to have hundreds. Life sucks without them. That is why I'm growing all of the flowers. I've got in my living room, in my dining room, because my greenhouse gets too hot and kills everything because my ex-husband who built a beautiful greenhouse never put insulate, never put I'm not going to complain about him. I have it, but I can't use it right now. There's somebody else had said they were going to cut a hole in it so I could put a solar fan in it. But anyway, I don't know if I see moths because I don't go out enough. Yes, ventilation. See, it's late. Hi, my dogs are goth, you beautiful Canadian. I love you so much. Bring me to Canada, God. I can't even go. I would need health care. I need too much to even move. But all right, let's do this. I'm going to show you this. Okay. All right. For all you old farts out there, I've got to tell you this great story, although part of it isn't. Let me see if I can make this bigger so you can see the guy's name. Eddie Claridge. Okay. Eddie Claridge. In 1970 to 1974, he ran the Port Chester Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York. I found this the other night. I have been looking for Eddie for 40 years. He used to go out with my girlfriend, Donna, who died last year. The year I met the Grateful Dead was because of Eddie in the Eugene Holiday Inn. I've had quite a life. Donna and I were hitchhiking all the way up and down the West Coast. Our parents were so stupid back then. We were like 17. We both graduated high school early, and they put us on a bus to California. But this is from the Port Chester Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York, and these were the final shows. I went to Commander Cody. I went to Bonnie Raitt, Fleetwood Mac, and the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I don't remember. I went to Blue Oyster Cult. And that place also, Climax Blues Band played there. Capitol Theater, the final shows. And what started me down this was all of a sudden, for some weird reason, what popped up on YouTube was December 31st, 1978, Grateful Dead show at Winterland in San Francisco, and I was there with Donna and a whole bunch of people we were staying with in San Francisco who were the acid people. They were the people running around the Dead shows with the water fountains with LSD water pistols with LSD in it, and we hooked up with the wildest people, and we were safe because back then it was like nobody was trying to do anything with us, and they were respectful of us. We were just more of the family. So I saw that. So I'm aging myself, right? I look pretty good for being, 110 years old. So I saw that and I said, holy shit. I was at that show. So then I started looking for the Capitol Theater shit. And then I thought about Eddie. And you're not going to believe it. I looked up Eddie Claridge, and I couldn't find much, but I find these phone numbers. You could find anybody now. You're not anonymous. Everybody's outed. Look me up. Everybody knows, right? So I call this number, and I said, Eddie? And he answered the phone to a strange number. And I said, Eddie? He goes, yeah. I said, well, Eddie Claridge, Portchester Capitol Theater, he was a promoter. And he had to be like, I don't know, maybe 26 and we were 17, but he was doing Donna back then. I wasn't. I actually had a boyfriend named Brian who was back in New York who I just said, I'm leaving, I'm doing whatever I want. He didn't care. And truthfully, I was madly in love with Brian, so I would never cheat on him. But I loved experiences. You know, this is even before I was writing. Eddie answered the phone and he said yes. And I said, this is Sandy. And I used to come to the shows at the Portchester Capitol Theater. You took us to the Eugene Holiday Inn where we met Jerry Garcia, Phil Lesh, Keith Gottschall, and it was Phil Lesh, who was very funny. Jerry, Keith. There was a couple more. But anyway, we got to hang out with the Dead. And when you meet the Grateful Dead, after that, what the hell's left? You know, after we did that and hitchhiked and saw them all over, it was like I came home and I don't know, I just wasn't such a deadhead anymore. I think by 18 I was over it. But it was really cool to meet them. And so you older folks, you know, you understand that was kind of, do I still look like that? That was high school. I had that, you know, like everybody did in the 70s. We had really, 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 really long hair. And we wore these kind of outfits, these kind of big shearling sheepskin coats. I just loved my sheepskin coat. But I couldn't believe Eddie talked to me. And it turns out that Eddie is going to visit. I asked him about Bob and Basha, who lived in San Rafael, where I actually grew up in San Rafael, but my father ruined our lives by taking us to New York. Well, anyway, he's going to see him next week. People that he took us over. It was just so wild. So I got him in my phone, and he's not dead. And for so long, 40 plus years, I looked for this guy, and I just decided to use that phone number search thing, and I called him. So that was a cool story. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, some of these things make you. What year was that? 1850. 1978. I can't lie anymore. I mean, I'm not. What year was this? That was 77. I graduated high school early because I was smart. And I took a year off between college. Because my father was like, you have to, let me see if I can look down like that. My father made me go to college, and because he made me go, I dropped out. And my life was crazy because I hooked up with a biker in a motorcycle club, and that took me into all kinds of crazy shit in life. But hey, I made it, you know, I made it. Yeah, very cool story. Hey, Bob! Bob Carmody's with us. Bob, who is a moderator for the wonderful David Feldman. You want to watch a news show, a comedy kind of news show that is hilarious and sad at the same time, but full of details and very well done. It's David Feldman. He's really great. He's absolutely wonderful. Look at this. I've been here an hour already, and I haven't thought about how shitty I feel. Oh, my God. That's why I did this. Sticks dragging. My dogs are goth. I am so happy to have, a Carmody kind of news show. Hang on a second. I got a cough from what I don't know. Probably the cold that was the fever for 3 days. The fever and the body pain and all that was worse than whatever happened with this tiny little cold, which is like, nothing, which I'm glad. Okay. So here we're gonna change the tune. And now I found this one today. I was like, now a word from Trump. We love pigs. We don't love him. That is pretty gross. I really would like to make something out of that. Yeah. Pain is one of those things that genuine laughter helps. Sticks, Dragon, Sharon. Am I saying your name right? Sharon? Um, I was laying there in bed thinking about, well, I kind of was feeling sorry for myself. And I thought, you know what? I have all this equipment and I have followers, and people will be awake in the UK, and people suffer, you know? And there's other people like me. Nadia, you're a Hispanic anchor baby who furthermore has a medical condition Christo-fascists want to Holocaust the sufferers up. Fuck yes, I'm glad to be out of the USA. I know. Well, I'm an old person on Social Security disability living in a red state. The problem is, if they ever went through my phone, I would definitely be in trouble. Philip Blair. David Feldman was on with Ralph Nader when Ralph Nader interviewed Miko. I can't even read it. Miko Pellet. I had to rewind. Is that David Feldman I was hearing? It was! Yeah, it was. David Feldman. God, do I need to put my glasses on? But the problem is I really don't have. I don't have my glasses. So I guess that this is not going to work to see anything because they're not the glasses I need. My God, I feel better. Probably make a pot of coffee and get outside. Garden. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for all of you. All of you, every one of you. It's been an hour. I feel great. Anything you want to talk about other than my life? I mean, you know, I just showed you some shit and I just thought, well, there's other people like me. Rosanna Dana. Rosanna Dana. Oh, it's always something. It's always something. If one wants to pronounce sticks, StYXSS, name properly, it sounds very French, sis, and unpronounceable. So you just pronounce it like Ozzy helplessly yelling for his wife or handler. Don't go, you just made coffee? Okay. You just made coffee. Aw, I love you all. I'm just so pissed off that I can't get you so I can put up your stuff. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Hey, I could put a link in if anybody wants to come live with me. Anybody want to come in and bitch about their pain with me? Let me see if I can put the link in. I mean, I'm not sure if any of you want to, but there is a link somewhere. I've got to find it. Obviously, I'm not doing very well on this. Okay, let's see. Here's the link. Okay. Oh, I have to open up. Hang on. I'll open up the. Let me open this up. If anybody wants to come with me, we can open this up and see. I'll put the link in, but I have to find my own channel. Yeah, I didn't even think about opening up my own channel on somewhere bigger. You know, I missed left past 10 tonight because at 10 o'clock with Matt, it was Matt and Carlos and Jake and Andrea who, you know, Wednesday nights are my fun night. They're not doom and they're not much. We just do whatever. And I love those guys. I really do. I love those guys. Okay, let me view my channel. Let me open this up. Oh, I can see your comments here, but I've got 400 windows open and then it makes it. Okay, wait. Okay, let me put that link in. It didn't happen. Why didn't it come in? Hang on. Okay. All right, anybody want to come live? You're welcome. You're welcome to come live. It'll just ring and somehow I'll figure it out since this is not too professional tonight. Not at all. And I want to make that smaller. That's cool. I have two big screens, but they're not They're not the greatest. I mean, actually, somebody is here. Okay, I'll assign you to guest one. And then let me shut this. And who is here with me?
It's Bob Carmody.
Bob! It's Bob! Now, Bob, is it Carmody or Say how you like to say your name because everybody.
It's it's Carmody,
Yeah,
like
that's what
comedy,
Yeah.
only funnier.
That's what I say. But there's other people that say, oh, no, no, it's Carmody or whatever the hell.
No, no, no. It's Carmody, Carmody, Carmody.
Oh, Nadia says, I watched it. Veritasium just did an hour-long documentary on PFAS. Maybe it downplays the severity of the impacts, but still good to see it. Listen, those people got 2.7 million already views in
Ver-
not less than a day.
Veritasium
But
Veritasium is a reliable source.
Yeah, they're very, very good. I mean, I get 300 views. But you know what? I'm happy.
Yeah,
Like I always say, quality, right? For me, it's quality over quantity. And thank
there you
you,
go.
Nadia.
You can only do so much.
Right. So, what would you like to talk about? You look
I
great.
have to move at the end of the month. Thank you.
Oh, no. That's
Yeah,
a
and
dr-
I'm good. I've been here for 25 years, and
No.
I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment with all this crap to one small room in a home downtown in Philly,
In Philly?
downtown, because I live in Philly. But
Okay.
I'm
Do you want to
but I'm
stick?
10 miles north.
I always
Now
thought you
I'm
were in.
moving into downtown.
Oh, I always thought you were in California. I don't know why. So you're in Philly. Why don't you
I've
come
never
live
been out of
here?
my time zone.
Oh shit! You should come live here. Come in my extra
Uh,
bedroom, but I'll put you to
well,
work.
I'm disabled. All right.
So am I, and we would
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
hobbling
Yeah,
together.
it wouldn't be too much help walking, hobbling around along with a cane,
Yeah, baby.
almost falling over to bend over.
Do you suck? But why are you having to move into a shitty place? Well, is it a shitty
Well,
place, or is it just that you have to get rid of half your life of possessions?
that's more of what it is that I have to get rid of. It's like, all right, get rid of all my books and memories and all these things.
Oh.
So I have a storage unit, and I'm going to move everything to the storage unit because I have like six milk crates full of music CDs,
Oh.
and yeah, so
Oh.
and I got so it's more of getting rid of the stuff so I can make room to pack what I have. And my buddy from downtown is going to come up. My buddy of 25 years now. He's coming up, and we're gonna get rid of some trash because me hobbling around now, I'm using a rollator to get around.
Oh, Bob.
So,
What
so
happened?
from
Yeah, like I've got my back brace on, and tell me about
okay.
what's going on with you. I mean, if you don't mind sharing
Well,
what happened to you.
I have a rare condition where the nerves in my legs and my feet especially don't like respond like they should. So my gait is very unnatural. I walk unnaturally. Um, I'm not very strong in my legs. Um, and Physical therapy can only do so much
Yeah,
because it's
right.
nerve damage. It's nerve damage, so that's the problem.
Can we all give Bob a virtual hug right now? I want to give you a virtual hug, but we have to give you a virtual hug with something like, okay, here. This is how I feel about our disabilities. Let's get a hug. We're going to have a scary hug. Let's give Bob a
Yeah,
hug.
what is that?
Actually, I want to give every single one of you a hug. Blue Tomato, hi, sweetheart. Whatever sticks, all of you. If you guys were like, if I ever saw you in person or whatever, Philly is not that far. I've been to Philly, but when I could drive it, I went to protests. I went to the convention and all. But that's
Because you're
2016.
you're near Rochester, right?
Actually, I'm near nothing. I am an hour and a
Okay.
half. I'm an hour and a half southwest. I'm far from everything. The
Because
closest city is
I lived and worked in Poughkeepsie.
Woodland.
I
Yeah.
lived and worked in Poughkeepsie in '93.
Oh.
Yeah,
Tawana
doing radio
Brawley.
there.
Poughkeepsie. Tawana Brawley.
Yes,
Reverend
that's
Al
true.
Sharp.
That's true.
Yeah, hid in the
That's true.
garbage can. That's a hell of a story. Oh,
So
is it Shade
our,
Dragon? Nothing? Is that the interior or is it near chicken? I have chickens across the street. I don't have any chickens. My neighbor does.
okay.
I'm reading what people are saying. Adrian Fixin, she understands too. I've got everybody here tonight that suffers. Oh, uncomfortable long hugs for all. I love you guys. Bob, I'm so glad you joined. So, what would you like to talk about besides how shitty we feel?
Oh, oh, I don't want to hog the
Hog.
airtime here.
Come on, hog it
I,
up. Come on.
I'm just gonna be
Hog it
bitching.
up. Hog
Look,
it up, baby.
someone walks someone walks up to me and says, "Would you like a $400 million beautiful airplane?" Who would I would be a fool to say no.
What a
A
moron.
fool is what
Yeah.
I would be.
Well, we can always hope that there's something going on in that plane. Like somebody on the
Oh,
wings, somebody on the wings. I mean,
I didn't see
how's
that. I didn't
he?
see that one yet. I saw the earlier one. You
Oh,
did.
he's disgusting. Think
Oh
about
yes.
that. Think about that. Um, you get a plane. I mean, how brazen? He's so brazen from Qatar or Qatar, however you call it, and
Take
he's
it from
sitting
take it your adversary. It's like,
right.
oh, your adversary wants to give you a plane. What could possibly be wrong with that situation?
I did make another one. I did make another one. I have to see
Spy
if it's
versus
here.
spy, for crying out loud.
Here, we're gonna look at this one. All
Okay.
right. What? How much you think it would cost the Saudis to change the name? The United States of Saudi America.
I think it sounds great. I think it
Don't you?
sounds terrific.
Don't
It
you?
sounds terrific. I really do. I really do. I think it sounds like a winner. A winner.
I'll fix this up, and those of you can share it. T Bone makes amazing stuff, and he's always putting his wonderful memes on YouTube, but nobody sees them. T Bone, we've got to get you somewhere where there's a lot more visual, lot more visual.
Graham. Instagram.
Yeah, T Bone, you're so talented. I love T Bone. He's so talented. He's so amazing. He doesn't think so, but he is. His writing, ugh, he's just such a good writer. But I don't know why he doesn't medium something somewhere where I can share it and people can see it, except for stupid YouTube. But anyway, but I'm so
Yeah,
happy he's with us. Blue
So
tornado.
I'm gonna be moving at the end of the month, and luckily I didn't have to move in with mom. That was the other option. If this didn't come along,
Okay, what kind of house does mom have?
I'm sorry, we broke up.
What kind of house? We did not. We weren't even dating. What kind of house does mom have?
The house I grew up in.
So
So
would
it's
that have
up
been
in.
terrible?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Mom
I
and I get
mean,
along great.
well then why
It's
why?
just that it's just that my health requirements
Oh,
are better suited here in Philadelphia than they
okay,
would be in North Jersey.
right. North
So I
Jersey.
have
Oh,
yeah, Union Township is where I grew
okay.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
So
you're one of those. Union Township. That's not where Freehold is it? Where's Freehold?
no,
Oh,
Freehold is
way far.
isn't that the rich? Isn't that the rich part? That's up north, I think.
It used to be not. Freehold in the wall. A girlfriend where I grew up went to move to there, and we went to the school. She took me to school with her, and people were horrible to her. Oh my God. Freehold. We used to call it Freehold in the wall. What a terrible place.
Okay.
Well, I hope that everything goes well. Are you going to be able to sell your CDs or donate them, or
Oh,
what are you going to
well,
do?
with my CD collection, I'm going to put that into storage
Okay.
because yes, there will come a time when I have to sit down and say, okay, I don't need this anymore. But this one has a certain memory that I need to keep, kind of thing.
Sure.
Music is. I was a rock music DJ. I play several instruments amateurly.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a music person my whole life, so
Okay.
having my CDs in storage is fine, and I'll just have a tiny computer at this new place, and I'll still be showing up here and everywhere else where I'm currently appearing.
Do you have pets?
Yes, I have my cat Bix.
Okay, Bix. That's right. I remembered you had a
Bix.
cat. Bix.
So
Yeah,
Bix is
Bix.
coming. Bix is definitely coming along.
Well,
That was
that's
not negotiable.
okay. Well, of course not. That's another reason why I can't move. Well, I'm not moving out of here, but I have six cats. I was talking to my daughter about it. She's like, well, you could always move to Buffalo by me. I'm like, okay, Dawn, I'm going to sell my house, get rid of all this
Right.
shit. I've got beautiful acreage here. I've got everything I've ever
Great.
wanted. But just because I feel lousy, oh, there's somebody else that wants to come in. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to get somebody else in without making the. All right, wait, Bob. Nadia! Oh, look at this. It's working. All right. Hi,
I
Nadia.
froze.
You froze?
Hello?
Why did you
I
freeze?
froze.
I have the fastest, expensive,
Okay,
stupid
I'm hanging
internet.
up. Sorry.
No, don't hang
Love
up. We were
everyone.
not finished with you. God damn it. We weren't finished with Bob. Bob's got to come back. We love Bob. Bob, we are supportive of you with this move. And if you need anything, that's another thing. There's another person that follows us that is having problems, and me and someone else have been trying to help this person, and it's not as successful as we'd like to, but man, I wish I could help the world. I can't help myself. Why are you frozen? I've got this great internet, and you're frozen. Why is Nadia frozen? She's frozen with a pretty face, but why is she frozen? Nadia, go back out and come in. I don't get why this happens. This is good software, this goddamn eCam. Why is this frozen? Nadia, go back out and come back in. We want to hear from you, but it ain't working. Bob, if you want to come in, we love you. If there's anything we can do, I know that you have emotional support. Bob, I wanted to ask you something. Could you possibly do storage crap at your mom's? All right, Bob's back. Nadia has to come back. Could you possibly do storage at your mom's so you don't have to
Yeah,
spend
yeah,
money?
but yeah, that was the first idea to use. Hi, Nadia.
It's sunny
Hello?
there. All right, that was the first idea. And
Uh, so, well, she has a garage, but it's not weatherproofed. So I'm going to put my stuff in there, and the mice are all going to get to it.
oh, yeah, well,
So
I
she would have
understand the
to
mice.
she would have put in the money for the weatherproofing, but it's better just to. So I'm
You
not
can,
getting one in Philly. I'm getting a storage unit right over the bridge in Jersey, and I'm saving $60 a month just because I'm doing that.
yeah, but just having to pay that. Ugh,
Well, I mean, I'm paying $1,100 for rent now.
okay. So
My
nothing
income
is
is
cheap.
my income is like 1,600 a month.
Wow.
So there's
Wow.
that.
Yep.
Oh, and now we're frozen again.
I don't see you're frozen. I don't
I
see you
turned off my
frozen.
battery saving.
Oh, wait. Now you're frozen. I can hear you, though. So what? Stay frozen. We can still hear you. So tell us more.
Feedback isn't.
And then it's
Let me get
Nadia's
out.
turn. And Nadia, are you smoking a goddamn cigarette? I'm going to slap you, silly, right through the friggin' thing here. We love Bob. We wanted to
Yeah.
hear more, Bob. Why are you smoking? Because you're stressed out. Have you always
Yeah,
smoked?
I mean,
I always find it funny when doomers
um,
smoke and give money to big tobacco. I don't get it.
I, I did for about 22 years, and then I quit for about 9 years, and now I guess I need to quit again. But
Is it easy to
yeah,
quit?
no,
Oh.
it's hard.
So now you're walking. Where are you exactly with that beautiful blue sky?
I'm at Kantstrasse and Leibnizstrasse in Charlottenburg in Berlin.
Okay, none of it I understood, of course. Do you like do
Kant Street,
you
Leibniz
like
Street. Yeah,
you like Germany?
yeah. It's
Mm.
a lot better than
Yeah, I know.
having a bunch of
I know.
well,
Us ICE
there are certain
agents
things that
running
are,
around
that
New
are legal
York
here that
City.
I prefer, yeah, to be illegal. So yes, um,
But it's amazing that you got, well, you saw the writing on the wall. So you were able to get everything, your passport, your visas, you were able to do all of that because you're
uh,
smart.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
What?
The visas are not there. So I have been hanging around as a tourist, waiting for the company to get registered in Germany, so I can at least even attempt
Hmm,
to apply for a visa.
okay. I heard Portugal is easier. That's where all the Russians went. They went to Portugal and they went to I watch no NFKRZ for years. He's a young guy. He left Russia and now he's not dead. And I think he's in Portugal now. I don't know. He went to a bunch of places, Uzbekistan and yeah. But I think Portugal sounds more
Well,
cosmopolitan.
yeah, it's not clear what the odds are or anything, so um, it's usually kind of more employer driven than it would be in, I guess, the situation they're setting up for me, and that makes it a little bit tricky. But on the other hand, um, it's also not. I'm not playing the refugee odds or anything like that, so
Right.
I would almost certainly lose.
Hmm.
Like any lottery,
Do you feel
everyone almost.
safer though? Do you feel safer where you are? Have you made any friends? Is there a
Vastly
community?
safer.
Yeah.
I unfortunately kind of trying to recruit people to be um, pro bono language instructors is a
Mm-hmm.
little bit difficult. So the fun part, we'll probably have to wait for me to get better at language.
Oh, oh. But but you do speak some of it, right? You
Yeah,
do
it's
speak Sprechen Sie Deutsch. That's about it. And I'm saying it sounds like a New York accent. Oh, I'm just telling everybody in this chat that I love them. I am so feeling better. I can't believe it. It was like catharsis. I
yeah.
can't. In the it's. I'm happy to see you. I loved talking with you in the stream room in our Discord. That's cool. We can do that, guys. If we want to make a date to talk, like any of us, just join the Discord. We can talk to each other. I would love that. For anything, whining, pain management, plant identification. There's so many things we could talk about there, and it's not online, it's not recorded.
There's a there's a fair amount of difficulty with medicine
Yeah, that's what you
out
had said.
as tourists. They expect people who are tourists to have a lot of kinds of needs I do to basically go back to where they came from and get it done there.
That's
So
not an option.
yeah,
I mean,
uh,
could you go back to New York City? Kind of. But see, I don't want you to. I don't want you to go through border. I don't want you to go through all that customs. I don't want you to do it. You're not coming back until the orange. Whoop, we're having Nadia, we're having a little noise. Little
Sorry.
noise. We're having a little noise. I don't want you to go back to New York City because then that would be terrifying for me to worry about you. And I love all of you, every single one of you. Bob, I'm going to be thinking about you. I want you to stay in touch, and tell us all what's happening. And hi, TR. Yeah, that's a nice surprise because I was unhappy and now I'm happy. And Matt's here
Pretty
from
sure.
New Zealand. We've got the world here. We've got Matt's here in the chat from New Zealand. Yeah, looks really
Pretty sure if I
nice
tried,
there.
I would end up in El Salvador. So.
Whoa, you're not going to El Salvador.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen. So
Yeah.
there's got to be a way to help you. There's got to be other people like you, expats that are in the situation that, I mean, I know you're smart. I know you look for the camaraderie. I know you look for what you need to have. I just wish like I could just like buy something and mail it to you that you need. But I know customs is not that great. You have to, everything would be looked at these days. I'd probably get sent to El Salvador.
Well, I mean, I wasn't a citizen yet when I was born, so, yeah,
Yeah, you said, what country were you born in?
I was born in Miami, but, she was,
Oh, different country. Miami.
yeah,
You what?
Miami's, I guess, not officially part of Cuba, but,
Little Cuba.
officially, basically,
Little Cuba.
yeah.
Cuba, the country that could, the country that we are such idiots for giving them sanctions when they are amazing. Why are we still doing that, Nadia? Why do we still give this? No, it's not the letter hacker, early love, and I can't see any of your. I can't see any. Yeah, but so what? I mean, the assholes over in Saudi Arabia with a big suitcase begging for things.
Oh, well, Saudi Arabia, it's something they want to be, but not because of the suitcases of money, but rather because they, yeah, their idea of justice, I guess, comes first off. All the judgment is based on religion.
Oh
Second,
yeah, women are treated
yeah,
like shit there.
Yeah, they way they deal with the justice is they have mass executions where, in public, where they hack people's heads off with scimitars,
Yeah.
crucify people, burn them at the stake, and of course, if they've only really stolen anything, I guess they cut their hands off. But,
Oh
yeah.
my God, I think I'm gonna have to do a show on Saudi Arabia. I really do. On Qatar human rights. I think I'll do a show on that. Wow.
That is the worst. I think a lot of the other ones tone it down from the whole crucifixion and beheading with scimitars.
Yeah. Bob is right. Religion poisons everything. But for some people, though, it doesn't. Like Antonio. Antonio's not being poisoned. He's studying, and he argues. I actually went on his new channel, which is Temple Podcast. I never thought in my life Antonio would go the way he is, but he is, and because he's an historian. And I happened upon his podcast where there were 6 people arguing, and they were not nice to him because actually they were right. I mean, he was right about what the argument was, although I can't tell you what it was, but he was right and they were idiots and religious people, and he was trying to argue. I don't know why. I thought Antonio would definitely not go into the religious aspect of everything, but it's interesting. And he turned into a Jewish guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he wears a little yarmulke and everything. He changed his religion, and he is he's learning everything. It's pretty cool to watch his transformation. He's still absolutely into science. I mean, we're doing a State of the Planet with Nick. It'll be Nick, Jen, Antonio, and me. Just 4, because I'm going to have Jim separate. Jim has to have his own show with me. but that should be cool.
Yeah.
What are you guys
I went to
saying
the
out there? What? Go ahead.
I went to the Jewish Museum and saw the Kafka exhibit.
You saw the
Um,
what?
Kafka, Franz Kafka.
Oh, really? Oh, that had to be cool. Send me some pictures. You take pictures,
Uh,
right?
I do, although I don't only take pictures in the
Not in the
museum.
museum. No.
Yeah,
Ah, Franz Kafka. Wow. So at least you're
it
you're
was
doing things, you're seeing things. That's pretty
oh
cool.
yeah, I went saw a musical. It was a Homo Daddy. Um,
Wow.
of course, I would see a musical called Homo Daddy. And
And you're still
also
working, right? You're still working your
yeah,
job? That's why you could
yeah,
do all this because you have a
not officially.
portable job and you have money to do this, thankfully, or else I'd be hiding you in my house.
Yeah, oh, it's
Although
not
you,
official.
well, you might
Yeah,
have been safer in New York City, though. I mean, there are, I would think.
safer.
Well, I mean, I know ICE is everywhere, and I know the mayor's an idiot, but I got a friend in New York City who she was going to go to Italy, and she decided against it, but she went for the trip, and she was going to leave the states, and she didn't do it, so she's still in Manhattan, and she is in the LGBTQ community too. And I do, but she's been in the same place for so long that I guess she thought, it would be difficult. She's got a dog and all that. Mm,
Yeah,
man,
the yeah, the medicine stuff. Like my insulin pump supplies,
that's hard.
actually run the pump. Uh, can't really be shipped. I have to have somebody cooperative on the other end. Apparently, the residence or whatever that I was in isn't really cooperating very much.
Yeah, but it's a
With
medical necessity, and you'll pay for it. Jesus.
so what I ended up doing basically is back to needles and finger sticks. So yeah,
You wait. You did what?
and back to needles and finger sticks for type 1.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
the long COVID meds are also
Oh,
those are pretty tightly controlled things, so it's super
what
hard to
is
get when you're
what is it?
tourist.
What is it that you take for that?
I was on a cocktail of modafinil, Vancomycin.
Mm,
Vancomycin are
wow.
apparently have a whole lot of I guess the anti-ADHD people in Christianity who don't believe in psychiatry or whatever
Mm, mm.
are big about making those hard to get. But and of course it's not for ADHD, but the ADHD
Right.
people are what motivate the whole effort against it. And then modafinil, I guess, is the one where I'm not in competition with the ADHD people, but or you know getting sideswiped is part of an effort against them.
Mm,
But it's still pretty hard, tightly controlled in most places, and except for Mexico. And
right.
I
I
guess the birth rate is high enough that the flight back is going to be, uh, yeah, I might have to try to
Oops,
live without
sorry.
for a while. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just put up a picture. I was trying to find a small something. Oh, honey. It's not easy for any of us anywhere. I mean, we are living, we're living what they say is, oh, it's, if you listen to Howard Lutnick, that he is, I haven't done a video on him yet, but I will be. He is the biggest ass licking toady, clueless moron. You would think that everything is fine for everyone. Life is great, and just have to wait, and we are living in times that make things easy, but the easier they are, the harder they get. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Modernity. Modernity has not helped humanity.
I also picked up worms in Mexico, which,
What? Oh,
yeah, that they have caused a few issues. I got like scars all over my feet and lower legs. Apparently, they have been traveling around the body,
oh my
which,
gosh. Hi, Barry Raffiani. People are
yeah, the
joining.
problems from with traveling around the body are kind of a big issue. Like, well, I guess the downstairs parts, because it's kind of not the entirely natural ground. These doctors who kind of have an idea of how the surgery to establish what's there work and can
Wow.
go wrong, and then also after they've even gone wrong, have other problems. But the whole kind of I guess sphere of medicine where you got people who had those kinds of reconstructive surgeries down there
Hmm.
is kind of I guess also not really open to tourists. And then uh, number three is that they apparently get into your nose,
Oh.
and they have eaten holes in my nose like people get from cocaine.
Oh
Which,
my
well,
God, Nadia.
different from it's different from cocaine because, of course, it's an animal eating its way through
So,
the nose is which leaves a smaller
what's
hole where
what's that
yeah.
shit that works for animals that people were taking for COVID? Um,
Ivermectin
yeah.
is exactly things that is actually one of the
Hmm.
treatments. Yes,
That's what I thought. Oh, I'm empty. I'm always
but
thirsty.
even after they are completely got rid of, which I'm not sure
Jesus.
they are
Right.
because I haven't really had the well. There was a trick where my understanding while I was in Mexico was basically that I would take the stuff as kind of a prophylactic or whatever, so I wouldn't pick them up and then I wouldn't need them once I was out. That was wrong. The way it goes is that once you've got the menu, they lay eggs, and then there are generations of eggs that get laid, hatch, that you have to
That sounds
thin
pretty
down,
gross.
so
That's
taking
like
it for
really
a long
gross.
time.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. What doesn't happen to you? And here I'm whining about feeling pain, and you're going through all this. I think, Nadia, I think seeing what everybody's talking about in the chat, and maybe a show like this is cathartic. And I mean, this is what I started with. Chronic pain is real. Maybe it's cathartic. Maybe I should do something like this, maybe once a month, and all of us chronic pain people meet together and feel better. And
Yeah,
I don't have to be the only one yip yapping.
yeah.
Anybody else want to
And
come in? I'll definitely I'll put the link back in if anybody else wants to join. You don't have to look perfect. Nobody cares. Obviously, I'm probably not going to keep this up.
those
Although,
things
what?
got into the chronic pain territory because basically once there's I guess the um, the integrity of the barrier is compromised, then it's kind of really easy for a lot of things to get up in there and give you sinus
Jesus.
infections and everything else.
Oh
So
my
it's
God. I have nothing to complain about. I don't.
no, sure you do, but
I feel empathy, and I feel empathy a lot for everyone that suffers because it's
yeah,
not just me. This was the best thing I could have done tonight. And here you are from Germany with us. And Bob came on. And look at all you beautiful people that I can't show your comments because the stupid software is not working. It's still telling me I have 0 people watching. Even though on the big screen it says I have 27 watching. Wow. Irate. I couldn't even imagine. I don't even ever get 100 people anymore. They don't like old ladies on YouTube. Um,
They can.
yeah. T-bone side of life. You should, Sandy. Okay. Blue tomato, sticks dragon Sharon. Awful. Worried about my American friend who was gay. The whole world too can't take years of U.S. dictatorship. And okay, so obviously there were some good comments which I missed. I think I'd reset my password to something I'd remember for original accounts. I don't save them or write them down.
You got a
And
chance. There's a what is it? There's those the 2 grumpy lesbian ladies who got caught there. They're like 2 old grumpy lesbians or whatever.
yeah. Well, I'm not a
I don't know what.
lesbian, but I'm not even grumpy. But I'm old. So, I mean, I'm there. I have definitely, oh, honey, I crossed the Rubicon at this birthday. I mean, it's all downhill. But tonight, this is amazing. I mean, I literally was laying in bed, Nadia, thinking, this is why people off themselves. But I have this channel. And I thought, I'm going to go live. And it's amazing just by looking John, Glad, and Bob, and my dogs are goth, and all of you. And I'm not going to cry, but just by Blue Tomato and Early Love. Early Love. Okay. We got to do a flush. Early Love loves the flush of the day. Nadia, pick a flush of the day. What would you flush?
I think Elon Musk definitely needs some flushing.
Okay. He's a popular flush on this channel. Definitely.
Yeah, the entire PayPal mafia, really.
Yeah.
All of them.
There you go, Early Love. Oh, boy. Yeah, new business opportunity. Get bribed by Qatar today. And when I made these shorts, because now I'm doing shorts, right? Not that it's helping anything. I mean, my channel is so silly. It'll go between I'll lose 3 subs and gain 3, lose 2, get 3. I mean, it's so stupid. I don't even look at all that shit. I'm just happy, like I say, it's wild. But I'm happy that I could flush for Early. Are you here? Yay! Early Love likes the flush. Tell people you are a lesbian. We love lesbians. Everybody used to think me and Jennifer were gay, and neither one of us are, but we have a friendship that, I mean, shit. When she was here, it doesn't matter, but we're not. And somebody else said to me, well, why don't you try it? I met this girl, and she's now following us. I'm not going to say her name because she's not on with us, but I met her at a protest at the 5051 thing, and she actually was really interested in me. And I'm like, well, first of all, she's 20 something years younger than me, but she's, oh, my ex-wife is old too. She didn't say old, but, and I was like, I'm not, but we are friends now. I don't know if I could, if it's my thing, but it doesn't matter because now I have a new friend I met at a thing, and she doesn't live far from here, which is great, which is wonderful. I do worry about her because she and her friends are always out there. They're at every protest. I just hope nothing happens because we live in such an awful thing. T-Bone asks, where is Jennifer? Boulder. If you watch our shows together, we always talk about the Snow and Ice Data Center, and we go, Boulder, which I promised her I would make something. Are you all right there? All right there, Nadia?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Boulder. 20 years younger. Oh, hell, she'll hurt you. Hey, listen, I thought about it for 5 minutes, but if you're not something, you're not something, I mean, And then the dude that is my new friend. He's actually, I really like the guy. So he's got a great brain. He's smart. He thinks like I do. He's got doomer tendencies. The big picture thing. He knows that technology ain't gonna save us, and he's living his life. And that was cool. But I'm not going to talk about it too much more because it's my private life. Although what's private on YouTube, I tell everybody everything. Look at this, 30 people are here with us. This is freaking amazing. I can't believe this. I have been on now, what, an hour and 41 minutes. I'm going to be up when this kid comes to work my garden. Okay, then to find out later he's FBI. Oh God, no, he lives near me. He knows everybody that I know in the community. He's not. He's nothing like that. I've been to his house. He's a hippie. Guess, old hippie. He's not. 8-hour stream. I couldn't sit for 8 hours. It's amazing I'm sitting this long, right? You're usually at Letterhack's chat, but glad to be here. Well, I didn't go on Left Past 10 tonight because actually I was trying to sleep. Has this ever happened to you, Nadia, where you fall asleep? I was literally sleeping and I was going through a video I made a long time ago, but in my mind, it was going through. Whatever, I'm staying asexual. Yeah, I've been that way. Who's Hack?
Yeah.
Comes on at 5 a.m. Hack comes on at 5 a.m. Eastern. That's wild. That's wild. Company helps both mental and physical pain. Well, I do feel better already. I mean, I can't tell you. You feel better, Nadia, being with me?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, you're loved. Our community, Letterhack gets all messed up when he has to read some of your super chats. I'm like, Matt, just take it slow. She's an intellectual. And I have the paper, all the documentation you sent me for our show. I learned so much from you that I really did not quite ever get that deep into. So I have it right over there. Nadia's amazing, guys. I'm telling you, Nadia gets an applause. Well, I would say, Nadia, you're probably one of the most intelligent people that we have. So that's cool. Although all of you are, all of you are, but she's here with us. Coffee's ready. God damn it! I want some coffee, but I'm not going to get up and go walk and make some coffee. But I'm probably going to get off soon because 2 hours is usually my limit for sitting. Does anybody else want to come on live? I put it in there. Are you all afraid? I'm not going to keep.
Drop off.
Well, you don't have to drop off yet unless somebody wants to keep. 2:35 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. You're on the left coast and I'm on the right coast, and I don't eat toast.
It's 11:30 over here.
11:30 a.m. because it's so
Yeah.
sunny and beautiful. Yeah. Bratwurst mit Senf, please. That's from whatever. Since the stupid freaking software. I'm going to write to them and ask them why I couldn't see my chat. They're pretty cool. It's called Ecamm Live. They're very cool. So what else would you like to tell us?
Huh?
While you hack up along.
Yeah, sorry. The interesting thing is, I guess I guess people have seen, kind of more the way the world works. So when we tell them, like, there's things happening and they're not good, and they actually are, ready to believe it instead of in total denial. You know, like number one with the whole inauguration, right? Um, there's the whole getting mealy mouthed and talking about hand gesture and all that kind of stuff, and they I guess the word for uh, what he did uh, is not cutting any corners or
Right.
dancing around the point.
So the
The
Germans
word
don't
the
like.
word for what he did in the inauguration is called a Hitler Gruß,
Called
right?
what?
So you can tell a Hitler Gruß,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
Yeah,
So
they
do
don't really don't get
Germans don't like him,
no
the orange
no
turd, or Elon?
no they don't beat around the bush with the mealy mouth hand gesture stuff, right?
Smart
They
people.
get directly to the point.
Yeah, smart
And
people. That's good.
that, and the thing that I like is that shit is illegal here.
Yeah,
It
it is.
is
I know
not.
it is. You can't do that. Jeez, we live in the most messed up country. I'd say the the intelligence level of, what would you say, half of the United States is sixth grade level reading comprehension, maybe.
That was done to them, right? And all Reagan's advisor, I forget what his name was, said the educated proletariat is dynamite.
Yeah.
Therefore, they gotta undercut the education, and they did.
Oh yeah. Terrible. Now I'd say my kid. I think she got. Damn it. I think she got a good education, but she did go to college, But I don't think that her high school was as good as when I went. Oh my God! But I went in the suburb of New York in Westchester. I had every opportunity to have a great education because I lived in Tarrytown, New York, and the schools were really good back then, and we worked hard enough that I could graduate at 17 in January and run the world, run around the country hitchhiking. Yeah, baby. 31 people. 31 of you beautiful, amazing. Oh, wait, I don't want to sound like Russell Brand, but 31 of you amazing, wonderful. I don't even know how to say what he says. Just, because he's another loser, pervert. All these guys, they like, they kind of fit together because they're all sexual abusers in some way, and that's a whole nother part of my life that I could talk about, and I have been there, and I have been to hell and back in my life, hell and back. And I know these guys. I can smell them out. I really can. I can smell those mothers out. And they're all in the same club. And why? My daughter's really upset about the fact that they let Andrew Tate back in. Can you imagine? I mean, well, can you imagine? We don't have to imagine. How did they leave? How did they let him in? How? because they're all disgusting. Oh boy, somebody's in the green room. Hey, is Keith here? All right, I wanted to show you my Mother's Day picture with my beautiful sweetheart. My spawn named Dawn, who is the only one I had, and I have to find where the picture ended up because I have 4,000 screens open up. I'll let you in a minute, Keith. I'm looking for that picture. I don't know where it went. Oh my God, my screens are just a mess. Oh, this is terrible. I really want to show you that picture because we had a good time. Although it just seems like it's not. Come on. I took it out. I'll look for it again. Um, I am a breeder, but she is not. And she said that she was not going to have children when she was 16. I tell that story all the time. Here's me and my girl. And you know what? People were saying that we are doppelgangers. We both had no makeup on. So what does she say? She takes this picture. She goes, Sandy and she calls me Sandy sometimes. I don't know. She'll call me mom, but she goes, look at our eyes were like pinned. And we had she doesn't do anything. She's really good. But our eyes, that was her thing about the picture was our eyes are pinned. We have teeny eyes. Like, is that all she could say about the picture of us? Oh my God. All right. So who's with us? Keith. Okay, I'm going to assign Keith to guest 3 and bring you in. Hi, Keith, hon. Good morning. Okay. What are you doing up so late? 3 and bring you in. Hi, Keith, hon. Good morning. What are you doing up so late? I can't. Okay, I can't hear him, but now I can hear myself. What are you doing up so late? I can't. Okay, I can't hear him, but now I can hear myself. Is everybody hearing echoey weird stuff? Okay, I can't hear him. Because everything was fine until Keith joined. Everybody hearing echoey weird stuff? Okay, I don't want to hear myself. Keith, I'm going to take you off until you finish what's going on. Now it's fine. I don't want to hear myself. Wait a minute. Something happened to the audio. Shit. Now it's fine. Why am I hearing myself? Wait a minute. Something happened to the audio. It was fine. Oh my God. All right. I think it's better. Okay. It must be Keith's. Something happened where he came on and then I started hearing myself and everything else is off. Test for echo. Echo, echo, test, test, test. I don't hear it anymore, but you guys heard it when he came on. Playback coming through, delayed repeating. Oh, all of you technical people. All of you technical people. So you heard it. Well then. And Keith has equipment, so we can try him one more time. Technical people, so you heard it. All I hear is myself. Has equipment. All right. I'm gonna take you off, Nadia, and see how all this sounds. Hang on. I love you, Nadia.
Okay. Cheers.
I'm gonna take you off, Nadia, and see how all this. It's terrible. I love you, Nadia.
Cheers.
I'm gonna take you off, Nadia, and see how all this. It's terrible. I love you, Nadia.
Cheers.
It's a terrible echo. And see how. God damn it, Keith! I want to talk to you, but I don't want to hear myself echoing, and I don't know what's wrong, and we can't hear you. Talk to you, but I don't want to hear my. Okay. Can you guys hear me at the moment? I muted the guest, so I can't hear that anymore. I think it's you. Keith has you on playback. Keith, are you looking at me? Can you turn down the sound on YouTube? I don't know. I can't fix it from here. Keith, you look good, even though we can't hear you. Can we lip read? He's just like this. Can look at his nipples? Look at his nipples. All right, let's try it again. I'll unmute you. Now, his nipples. Look at his nipples. If I unmute the interview guest, if I unmute him, I hear myself, and I don't want to hear myself. So something's going on with your sound, and I don't want to mess with this too much because I'm getting tired. I'm actually getting tired. All right. No, but I've unmuted Keith. I'm actually getting tired. And we still can't hear him. And I can hear my echo. I can hear what I'm saying from 5 minutes ago. We still can't hear him. Well, we can just look at his beautiful face and just forget about his voice. look at what I'm doing. I'm making him. Well, what do you want me to say, Keith? All right, we're going to look at this ugly old dude here. Stop. Come on, Keith. Come on, Keithy Poo Poo. Let's fix your. He'll fix his audio. We'll just look at him. I'll read comments. All right, it was on my phone, but it happened. It didn't happen with you. Bob, Carmody crypto is within STEM, but it doesn't encompass the whole of it. Break out the Sharpie and paper. Keith is muted, but I'm not. Trying to make sense of this. Hi, Connor. Okay, Connor, you are a doll. You are another moderator of a very intelligent, intellectual Tom Hartman who has written a million books. I came on almost 2 hours ago because of this, and I couldn't sleep. And I wondered if there was anybody else because every single thing on my body hurt. And it was to the point of where people get, well, why people off themselves. Not that I would ever do it. But my point is I can understand why some people that do that, or they run out and go get, heroin or whatever, which I would never do. Keith, with all your technology and all your ability, I don't understand the problem. So next time we'll have to test, but I don't hear myself now that I unmuted you. So maybe you'll be okay. We would really love to hear what he has to say. B-Cat, hi baby. Okay, I'm not miserable right now. It's unbelievable. Aw, Keithy Poo Poo left. He knows I love him. I just wish that the video was okay. But everything with this thing is not working. That's why I can't show your comments. Connor, you just wake up early every day. I go to sleep around 7:30. Oh, you're one of those. Yeah, somehow Keith is playing back the other end of the broadcast. Hey, this crap happens. It's good to see you, B-Cat. I could not be on the Letter Hack. I wasn't on Left Past 10, which I hate not being on because I look forward to Wednesday nights. Even though most of my audience doesn't show up because, it's not everybody's cup of tea. They make me happy. And I love Matt because he's talented and upbeat and he has ideas and he understands where I'm coming from and he never puts me down for anything that I say, about how I see the bigger picture of life. He doesn't. So, I have a lot of respect for him. All right, guys. Well, we are almost to the hour point, and I'm so sorry that we could not hear. But I think I could go back to sleep for a few hours and maybe actually sleep. Hey, Del Sol Verde. Yes. You hope I do more of this? Well, I'm thinking, a lot of you suffer also. And it's like a camaraderie. And I was beside myself earlier. And as I said earlier to those of you who have been with me, I said, well, I can't sleep. I'm really unhappy. Everything hurts. I've got all my braces on. I took my regular medicine. And I have a platform and I can do this and maybe people will join me. And it happened. So look at that. And amazing people. And it's very sad that so many of us suffer from chronic pain and that we get treated differently. We get treated badly. In the United States, people don't want to believe you. They want to think you're a drug seeker. They want to think you're something you're not, and all we want is to just feel better. We had hard lifestyles, I mean, I know that probably most of my lifestyle was why my back is completely shot. But tonight I was feeling like every single thing in my spine was burning. my bones hurt, my muscles hurt, and I was laying in that bed just thinking terrible things. So here we are. We have this platform. Will I do this again? Oh, Bob. Next time I do it, though, I'll make sure I can show the things because it's still telling me I have nobody here. But yes, we're going to have a group hug. Let me see if I have a song. I wonder if I have a song that might work for us tonight to go out with and love each other and care. Because quite frankly, everybody that's here, oh, Tommyist, I love you too. I do. And you don't, I know we're going to meet each other. I really want to have a party this year, but I need help. Okay. And then with Sam and his broken pelvis, everything's changing. That, falling off a roof shit was not fun. All right, let's see if there is any music we can go out with. I've got a million things. Let's see. I just don't want it too sad. Let me see. No. Oh, I have so many things. Bum, bum. No, this one is my, I used this music for that video I did on the Hasidic community I drove through and took a lot of video. I called it Yiddish to Amish because I live where the Amish are. Yeah. No, I think I'll just play my regular. All right. Here we go. Yeah. I care. I have a lot of empathy. I care for all of you. And Keith, honey, I'm sorry we couldn't do it. Just read eCam Live website and see what might have happened. Tommy, the culture of internalized capitalism is so strong in the USA that it leads to torture and demonization of the sick. Yeah, well, it does. I mean, I've been through a lot in trying to get help, and I've got good doctors, but I've got all of you. I can't not believe that I'm sitting here for 2 hours and I'm not crying anymore. And some of the stuff stopped hurting. And I have to say, it's you guys. Hey, series. Percocets needs to be available over the counter. Yeah. It connected to the wrong microphone. Oh, Keith. Well, I'll figure out why the hell I couldn't get the chat up and see any numbers and, probably because I did this, but all right, we're going to do one more flush, and let's flush I'm going to turn this off for a second. We are going to flush all of our pain away, okay? Goodbye, pain. Yeah. I love you guys. I flush Trump all the time. La 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 da 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 da. I love you guys, everybody. The orange Nazi is most foul. I call him the orange turd, but whatever. All right. Well, Friday night. Let me tell you about my show Friday night. Interesting show. I've got a guy named Brian Weinstein on as my guest. And Friday night, we are going to talk about, Brian is a Russia expert, has been there 7 or 8 or maybe 9 times. And we're going to talk about what it's like to live in Russia. And are we headed for that kind of life? State TV, no diversity. It's going to be a really good show with someone. And he has a channel called Divided We Stand and a Facebook group. And Brian is amazing, intelligent. It's going to be a great show because We are changing in the United States. And it made me think, I really want to do a show of what it's like to live in Russia from someone who knows. So be with me, because it may be what's happening, what's coming here. All right. And so you will love this. You will love it. Brian is incredible. And of course, I won't be talking incessantly like this. And I'll wash my hair, I promise. All right, let's see what I got to play video-wise. I love you guys. B-Cat, and oh my God. I can't believe how much better. I don't even feel like crying. I came on and I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. Good night. Or good morning. Let's see. Let's look at the sunflowers. Yeah.